what's going on, y'all? T-Bob here.
And Jake as well.
And you're about to watch a little OTB LSU.
We're going to give you all the latest, greatest between LSU football, baseball, women's basketball, softball, and everything in between.
Bottom line, if you want to talk Tigers, keep it locked, subscribe, like it, and we hope you enjoy. First off, Garrett Nussmeier was in front of the media. I believe it was yesterday after practice. And, well, you could tell that he finally got the question that he had been, I think wanting to answer, which is, Nuss, why didn't you actually, has anybody cut this up? Do we have
Let me look. I'm sure we do.
Oh, there's no doubt. There's no doubt that
so, I mean, I can read the
three
quote.
other shows cut this.
You can read the quote, but we might as well hear from him himself if he said it. Probably should.
So while it's fine. While we're getting ready to see if we have this, it is a unique situation that you have a quarterback that has played. When he's played well. Mm-hmm. He's got the skill set to be a starter in 95%, and maybe even higher percentage of the schools across the country. And he knows that. He had as much success as anyone against Georgia last year.
True.
And he still stayed.
True. Not
being the guy. And unless Daniels gets hurt, probably not going to play a ton. It's not going to be like the bowl game where you played a ton against Purdue, which, look, I didn't even hate that. I thought that was a game plan that worked. But it is a unique situation, the fact that you have all those things that we're talking about in this year, 2023, college football, that you stay.
One win for Nuss. I mean, he did run off Walker Howard, which you can say however one. I mean, and that's that's a win in terms of just you trying to find playing time on the football field. Here's Garrett Nussmeier though on why he decided to stay at LSU and not transfer.
I don't think it was that hard of a decision for me. This is where I want to be. My roots are in this state. This is my home, and it means something to me to represent LSU and to represent this state and these fans. And also, with my teammates and coaches, I've learned to build relationships with the new staff, and I have a lot of love for them. And also with my teammates, I wanted to finish what we started.
Yeah, he also said, it matters to me to wear this state on my jersey and have LSU on my helmet. It means something to me. I think it means a lot to a lot of the guys on the team. I was born in Lake Charles. All my family's in Lake Charles. That's my home. Being a kid who moved around so much, remember Coach's son, Louisiana was the only constant place in my life. Every time I would cross in this state, it felt like home. The reason I came back here, because I wanted to play for LSU, for the state of Louisiana, and that's where I came back. I could have gone elsewhere, done things different, but it matters to me to finish what I started and to be where I want to be and be where I'm wanted. I'll do what I'm told. I'll play my role, whatever it is. If they tell me to go in, I'm ready to go in. If they tell me to compete, I'm ready to compete. Choo! Some BD from our boy, Garrett Nussmeier there. Love hearing that attitude. And then granted, look, a bit of that is, it's now much clearer with like Walker Howard gone and everything. And he's basically, I'm sure, been told that, look, after Jaden, you are the guy, save for just somebody coming in and maybe like blowing the doors off, right? So you can say that these comments are made like with a bit of security, and that's fair. But still, it's refreshing in this modern age. And I'm never faulting anybody. I make decisions based off of money, right? Like I would do the exact same thing. But I'd be lying if it said it wasn't a little cool to hear somebody talk about, some of that state and school pride that meant so much to me in my life. Like that was the whole reason why I chose LSU back in the day, was for all these same reasons. I didn't grow up here, but this felt like home my entire life, and I just loved that logo and those letters, and getting to put them on was awesome. And it seems like Nuss is in the same boat. Yeah,
I mean, everything that he said, that's the way you felt, it's the way I felt, it's the way that almost anybody from the state of Louisiana feels, or any tie to Louisiana. LSU is king. You don't share it like in the state of Texas and Mississippi and South Carolina and Georgia and Florida. Georgia not as much anymore, but certainly there was a day where Georgia Tech was winning natties, and they shared some of that. I mean, you go across in places, Tennessee, like wherever you go, like they've got somebody else that at least moves the needle a little bit. But in Louisiana, we all know, like LSU, no disrespect to all the other teams. I mean, you have a top 25 team in Tulane in your state, but still, like LSU has been very successful and always has the ear of every young football player in the state of Louisiana. So it's cool to hear that. And I have no doubt that Garrett Nussmeier will be ready anytime he's called upon. Would have been 20, maybe it was 2020, 21 actually, maybe 2021. And he was just pacing back and forth because Max Johnson was struggling in the game, and Nussmeier was ready to go in.
Yep.
And, like, as soon as, like, the coach goes over to take his headset, like, to kind of, like, hey, get ready, like, he was already, like, sprinting onto the field. I mean, he has always been ready to go, and that's another great quality you have to have as a backup quarterback.
Yeah.
When it is your time, you got to be ready to go in, and it can't be too big. I don't know that there's a stage that would be too big for Garrett Nussmeier, just his personality.
Wow, Jake, what incredible takes.
I mean, those guys, they're just the best.
I think so. And if you think so, again, hit the like button, subscribe, ring the bell so you get notifications when we post every single day here on OTB LSU.